Micah Parsons showed up for minicamp, and at first glance, that might seem like the end of the story. He's in the building, he's got the playbook, he's talking to teammates, business as usual, right? But hold on. If you looked closely at one of his tweets before minicamp even started, you might have caught something that didn't get nearly enough attention. It was subtle, almost too subtle, but it could end up being a huge deal for the Cowboys. So here's what happened. Micah posted on social media, making it clear that he'd be attending minicamp. He said he's got a playbook, he's got teammates, and he's coming to work. That's the kind of leadership and commitment fans love to see. But even though the message was positive on the surface, there was one line that really stood out, something that got totally overlooked. He wrote, "I am preparing as if I will be on the field the first week of camp, but it is in the owner's hands." Now that line didn't go viral, and honestly, it probably flew under the radar for most fans because it wasn't loud or dramatic. But let's not pretend that wasn't intentional. Parsons is smart, and he knows exactly what he's saying. That tweet wasn't just about being present at minicamp, it was a message with a deeper meaning, and it was directed straight at Jerry Jones. Let me ask you something. Did you catch that when he posted it? Or did it slip by like it did for most people? Drop a comment and let me know. And while you're here, if you want to stay ahead of every subtle move in this Cowboys offseason, now's the time to subscribe to the channel. We're pushing to hit 14,000 subscribers, and every click helps us get there. Hit that button, give the video a like, and let's keep this community growing. The thing is, when a player says it's in the owner's hands, it's never just a throwaway line. That's calculated. That's pressure. That's Micah letting the Cowboys front office know he's not just showing up because he's content. He's showing up while still expecting a major payday. And let's be real, it's not like Micah's been quiet about wanting that extension. He's been planting that seed since January, if not earlier. This isn't new, but it's definitely getting more urgent. Now, when we talk about minicamp, it's one thing. It's mandatory. Players show up, maybe participate in drills, maybe just sit in meetings. No pads, no real risk. But training camp? That's the real deal. That's when the pads come on, the hitting starts, and players put their bodies on the line. That's also when business decisions get real. And Micah, being one of the smartest and most dominant players in the league, knows exactly what he's worth. What he's doing now is drawing a line in the sand without making it look like a threat. He's saying, "I'll be there if the deal is done." Otherwise, don't be shocked if he's a no-show in Oxnard. And this isn't just some wild theory. Think about it. His agent, David Mulugeta, is known for playing hardball. Just last year, he advised Jordan Love to hold out from Packers practices until things got resolved. That's not a coincidence. These moves are calculated, and every line Micah drops has a strategy behind it. So here's the real question. Do you think Micah is setting the stage for a holdout? Or is he just making sure the Cowboys feel the pressure without crossing that line yet? Vote in the comments, yes or no. Is this a holdout warning? And hey, if you're the kind of fan who notices what others miss, who reads between the lines like we do here, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you're not left guessing when the next big Cowboys move drops. We're on that road to 14,000 subscribers, and with your help, we're getting there fast. Let's be honest, this wouldn't be the first time a star player made his point without ever raising his voice. What Micah might be setting up is what we now call a hold-in. It's not new, but it's becoming the go-to move for players who don't want to lose money from fines but still want to apply pressure. In a hold-in, a guy shows up to training camp, checks all the boxes, he's in the building, he's going to meetings, but when it comes time to take the field, he stays on the sideline. No drills, no contact, no risk. It's a move that says, "I'm committed to the team, but I'm not risking anything until you show me the money." If Micah plays it this way, he puts the front office in a tight spot. Because if he's there, but not practicing, the cameras will catch it. The media will start asking questions. The noise will grow, and most importantly, the pressure on Jerry Jones will multiply by the day. And you know what? From a PR standpoint, it's actually smart. Fans won't be able to say he's abandoning the team because he's physically there. Coaches can't fine him. Teammates won't feel betrayed. But at the same time, everyone will know why he's not suiting up. It keeps his leverage strong without completely shutting the door on team unity. That kind of move could be a win for Parsons. He protects his body, makes his point, and still shows he's a team-first guy. Honestly, if this turns into a hold-in situation, it'll be a sign that things are heating up, but that both sides still want to avoid a full-blown war. So let me ask you, would you be okay with Micah doing a hold-in? Would you see it as smart business, or would it bother you if he's not fully practicing with the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know where you stand. And don't forget, if you're riding through all this off-season drama with us, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you don't miss a second of the action as this story unfolds. But let's not get it twisted. There's also a worst-case scenario here, and that's a full-on holdout. That means Micah doesn't just sit out of practice. He doesn't even show up to camp. No meetings, no walkthroughs, no presence at all. That would send shockwaves through the Cowboys organization and set off a media storm that could last the entire summer. And while it might seem extreme, it's not impossible. If Micah and his agent feel the Cowboys are dragging their feet, they might decide it's the only way to force action. We've seen this movie before. Just look at what happened with CeeDee Lamb. He didn't get his deal done until the very end of camp. That dragged on for weeks, and it added stress for everyone involved. Do the Cowboys really want to go down that road again? With Micah, of all people? Because here's the thing, Micah isn't just another star. He's the face of the defense, the spark that ignites the entire team. Without him on the field, everything changes, from game planning to locker room energy. If the front office lets this stretch into camp, they're risking more than just media headaches. They're risking the chemistry of this entire team. And remember, a holdout can also strain relationships between the player and the team, between the player and the fans, even between teammates. If things go south, it's not easy to walk all that back. That's why this next month is so critical. So I'll throw this one to you. If Micah does hold out completely, do you blame him? Or is this one on the Cowboys front office? Should they have locked this in months ago? Type Parsons in the comments if you're on his side. Type front office if you think it's their fault for waiting too long. And hey, if you're feeling that tension like the rest of us, do me a favor. Tap that like button. Let's get this video out to every Cowboys fan who's trying to make sense of this situation. And if you're new here, subscribe now so you don't miss the moment this story breaks wide open. Now here's the wildest part of this whole thing. Micah Parsons might have already told us his decision, and most people didn't even catch it. That tweet where he said, "I'm preparing as if I will be on the field the first week of camp, but it's in the owner's hands." Yeah, that wasn't just a throwaway line. That was a message. A calculated one. Because if you read between the lines, it's not just about preparation. It's about pressure. Micah is telling Jerry Jones, "I'm ready. I've done my part. I'm loyal. But now it's your move." That's not a subtle hint. That's a power play. It says, if you want me in Oxnard, suit me up with the contract I deserve. And that's what makes this situation so fascinating. Parsons isn't causing drama. He's not holding press conferences or firing off a bunch of cryptic tweets. He's calm, controlled, but firm. And that's what makes it even more dangerous for the Cowboys, because you can't paint him as a distraction. He's being strategic. Look, we all know what Micah means to this franchise. He's not just an elite pass rusher. He's the heart of this defense, and arguably one of the top 3 defensive players in the entire league. If this team truly believes it can contend, there's no reason to risk losing valuable training camp reps just to play hardball over a few million. So let's end with this. Do you think Jerry Jones is playing with fire here? Is this all part of some big negotiation tactic, or are the Cowboys actually underestimating just how serious Micah is? Drop your take in the comments because I really want to see where Cowboys Nation stands on this one. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button if you're backing Micah to get that bag. And if you're all in on this channel as your go-to spot for Cowboys news, let's hit that goal of 14,000 subscribers together. Tap that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're always locked in. Because if something happens tomorrow, you'll hear it here first.